Hi guys, it's Nina Concepcion here. So for those of you who haven't seen any of my videos previously, this is a new Facebook business page of mine. So I've committed to doing a Facebook Live every day for the next 9 days, I believe. I believe today is day 9. So that I can share with you guys who I am and how I could be of service and value to you. And I'll be doing that through sharing life and business lessons and transformative lessons that I have learnt to date. And I'll be doing that by sharing with you guys how I do life and business in my own values as best as I can in my utmost integrity and authenticity and showing up being myself. And that's what I aspire to encourage and encourage other people to do as well, because I truly believe that when we can step into who we really are and express who we really are and share who we really are, that's when we're not only able to be open and let people in, but that's also where we get the most fulfillment, joy and happiness from, regardless of whatever is happening in our life. And so today, the topic that I really want to talk about is work-life balance, because I think it's one of those things where, sorry guys, I have something in my eye, happens sometimes when you wear makeup. I believe work-life balance is one of those things that every single person desires. Every single person, wants to have a balance between, hi Nick, nice to see you. Everyone wants to have work-life balance. We all like to, the people that I know, we all like to earn money and we like to be independent. At the same time, we also really value our family and our relationships and the people in our life, and we need to have a balance between both. So, for example, I know Nick, who's on right now, she has her own business. And so, I believe she really juggles, having 2 kids and also her business and her personal life at the same time. And I'd love to hear from you guys, how do you balance work life and business life? For me, one of the ways that I like to, I have work-life balance in the sense of, as far as I feel I know how to at this moment in time, is by really managing my time as best as I can. So I believe it's really important to do my best to be present, particularly when I'm doing work, to focus on doing work. When I've got time with family, to do my best to be present with them and do my best not to multitask in those 2 departments. Particularly because I feel like it detracts from whatever it is I'm doing. I'd rather be completely present in one or the other, unless it's absolutely necessary. And I also love to multitask. It's one of those things where I actually said to myself the other day that discipline is not multitasking, or knowing when not to multitask. Other ways that I like to have work-life balance is making sure that I have time completely separated for my family. So, today was Father's Day, and it was my partner's very first Father's Day. And I did as best as I can to be as present as I can with him, and not really doing much work throughout the day today and taking the day off. Hence why I'm doing the live now at 9:30 at night, almost 10 o'clock at night, because I really wanted to make sure that I had that time with him and with Lily and our family. So Nick, I'd love to hear from you. What tips would you give people, and how would you say you've achieved work-life balance? I believe you have such a positive, healthy relationship with your kids, and you also have this striving, really successful business as well that you've been able to build from the ground up. So Nick, I would love to hear how you manage your work-life balance. While Nick is typing, hopefully she's typing a response, what are some other ways I like to have work-life balance? I think it's important. Brendan Burchard also says, it's really important to have hobbies, because when we have hobbies, we're able to tap into our creative side, and we're able to tap into different parts of our brain that we're not able to tap into when we're not playing or we aren't using that creative sense. It's also why he likes to, I forget how often he says he does it. I think he does it once every 6 or 12 months. He goes somewhere that he's never been before, and he literally just wanders around and looks around. I remember doing this for the first time when I was in Italy, and it was one of the most incredible experiences I've ever had, just because I wasn't constrained to what I should or shouldn't be doing, but I was able to actually just be in the moment and trust my intuition and just play and be creative and be in a sense of adventure. What did Nick say? I struggled and learnt the hard way. Now I slow down and tap into my soul, put healthy boundaries on time for work, and set intentions every morning. Yeah, there's a lot of really good points there. I'd love to touch on, setting healthy boundaries is so important, because it's so easy, especially if we're so driven and we're so ambitious, to not have a boundary or not have a limit to how much we work or what we're striving for. And sometimes we can get so focused and tunnel vision that we forget to actually slow down. I know that I get like this at night when I get in a role doing work. Sometimes that's when I'm, everyone's asleep and I want to be able to keep working, but then I end up being so tired the next day or catching up on sleep because I stayed up late doing it. So for me, that's a big one as well. And set intentions every morning. Yeah, that's huge. Especially because, Nicole works on her own business full time. So it's definitely something that she would definitely need to manage. I know with my business, other than doing these lives and connecting with a few people, I'm really not investing full-time hours in my business. So it would be completely different with managing my time compared to managing Nicole's time. But yeah, would love to hear from you guys as well who are watching the replay. And I can hear my baby now. I need to get her to sleep. It is getting quite late. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And as always, have confidence in being seen, being heard, being you, being loved, and being free. Because I truly believe that humanity will be a much better place and a much happier place if all of us stepped into who we really are. Have an amazing night, guys, and have a great start to your week. Much love. Love you too, Nick. Thanks for being on. I'll see you guys soon.